Have you ever wondered how Santa's sleigh makes it through the fiercest winter storms every single Christmas Eve? The secret isn't just reindeer magic. It's a story that goes back to a time when the world was young and the skies were ruled by colossal dragons of winter, the Frostwyrms. Long, long ago, when the North Pole was still finding its shape, Santa Claus forged a legendary pact with these magnificent beasts. Their wings were powerful enough to stir blizzards, and their breath could freeze entire oceans in an instant. In exchange for peace and respect, the Frostwyrms vowed to be the guardians of the Christmas sleigh routes. They would calm the winds and clear the skies, ensuring Santa's precious cargo of gifts reached every child, without fail, without delay. For centuries, the pact held. The dragons soared through the aurora-lit heavens, invisible sentinels of holiday cheer. But peace, as we know, is a fragile thing. One frostworm, known as Scathros the Cold-Hearted, grew bitter. Watching from his icy perch high above the world, he saw not the joy of children, but the growing greed of humanity. He saw selfishness and indifference, and his ancient heart grew heavy and cold. He began to believe that mortals were no longer worthy of the frostworm's protection or of Santa's gifts. So on one fateful Christmas Eve, as the stars twinkled like diamonds on black velvet, Scathros broke the sacred pact. He descended from the sky, a magnificent, terrifying silhouette against the moon. He landed in a small, snow-covered town, his very presence chilling the air and silencing the festive carols. The ground trembled as he issued his challenge to the people huddled in their homes. His voice was like the cracking of a glacier, echoing through the night. He declared that the age of gifts was over unless they could prove him wrong. They had to prove that the warmth of human kindness could still burn brighter than the deepest, most unforgiving frost. Fear gripped the town, but it was the children who stepped forward first. They didn't have gold or jewels to offer the mighty dragon. Instead, one small child offered Scathros a piece of freshly baked gingerbread. Another began to tell him a funny story, and soon their pure, unrestrained laughter filled the air. They gathered around the colossal dragon, not with weapons, but with shared songs, warm scarves, and simple acts of generosity. They saw not a monster, but a creature who was lonely and sad. As their warmth and genuine kindness washed over him, something incredible happened. The thick, icy scales that armored Scathros' body began to crack, not from force, but from the heat of their compassion. Through the fissures, a warm, fiery light pulsed from within, revealing a heart that wasn't made of ice after all, but of brilliant, burning fire. Scathros remembered the joy he had forgotten, the simple happiness of a shared moment. And so, that Christmas Eve, the sleigh flew on, faster and safer than ever before. It was pulled not by reindeer alone, but guided by the renewed promise of an ancient pact, and carried on the wings of a dragon who remembered that the greatest gift of all is kindness. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like and subscribe for more magical tales. See you next time.